So hi guys, today what we're going to look at is solving linear inequalities. Now, solving linear inequalities is fairly straightforward. We essentially take the inequality and we just pretend, for the most part, that it's an equal sign, and we just use our normal solving equations rules. There is a slight caveat, and there is only one time that this is not the case, and it's if we multiply or divide by a negative number, then we have to flip the inequality. So if we multiply or divide by a negative number, okay, really important, we flip the inequality. Okay, so we flip it around. Right, so let's just have a look at an example and see how we do it then. So we've been asked here to solve 4x divided by 3 plus 1 is less than or equal to 3x minus 5 over 2. Well, what I would do here is I try and get rid of all of the denominators here, or the bottoms, or the fractions. So I'm going to multiply everything by the common denominator, which would be 6. And I'm just going to put that in red so you can see what I've done. So just 6 here. So I'm going to multiply that by 6, I'm going to multiply that by 6, I'm going to multiply that by 6, and I'm going to multiply that by 6. And then I'm just going to simplify that. So for the first one there, what we have is 6 divided by 3 is 2, 2 times 4x is 8x, 6 by 1 is just 6, 6 by 3x is 18x, and what we have then is minus 5 times, well, 6 divided by 2 is 3, so minus 15. And then I'm going to take everything across to the left-hand side. So I'm going to take the x's across to the left-hand side, just because I want to prove the point of what's going to go on here. So that now means that I have minus 10x on this side, and I'm going to take the 6 across to the other side. So that's less than or equal to, remember the sign hasn't changed, okay, and minus 21. Now, what you see here is I've got minus 10x is less than or equal to minus 21, which means that I need to get rid of this minus 10 here. So I need to divide by minus 10. Well, that's not too much of a tricky thing to do. So I've got x is equal to, oh, sorry, I'll come to the sign in a second, minus 21 over minus 10 here. Now, as we said, for inequalities, it follows exactly the same rules as your equations unless you are multiplying or dividing by a negative number. And here I've divided by minus 10. That is a negative number. Therefore, I have to change the signs around. And just to tidy it up, I get minus 21 over minus 10, and that's 21 over 10. Or if you like, it's the decimal, it's going to be 2.1. Now, if I come back up here, I'm just going to rewrite that. 8x plus 6 is less than or equal to 18x minus 15. And instead of working everything on the left-hand side, suppose that I brought the x's over to the right-hand side. So this 8x here, I'm going to throw across to this side. I'm going to throw that one across the other side as well. And if that's the case, what we would have ended up with is this. So 18x take away 8x is 10x. 6 plus 15 is 21. And what you would have done here, again, you can divide by 10, so 21 divided by 10. Now, these two expressions are equivalent. This is exactly the same as this, apart from it's been flipped. Generally, as mathematicians, what we like to do is we like to have x is less than or equal to, or x is greater than or equal to. So if I have of this form here, I would prefer to see 21 over 10, but you're not going to get penalised for that in your exam. But notice that these two things are equivalent.